Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ben here, and welcome back to Hardcore Ironman Progress series. Now, today I wanted to get on with loads of quests because that is our goal at the moment. So, what I decided to do was the brink of extinction, since it was at the top of my list. And it turned out to be pretty interesting. Now here I was just showing the setup that I took because someone told me that they wouldn't mind, you know, me showing the stuff I took. So I just took full War Priest with some food, a superset of each thing, and some prayer pots. I was pretty solid, and also a weapon for each combat stat, since we're going to be a lot of different, you know, monsters going on. So this was the first cauldron, and this was me just killing the first boss in there. Well, I say boss, he was kind of like a sub-boss. He wasn't too hard. I didn't really struggle with it, although a few times I did get caught in that fire that pops up, which was a bit annoying, but not to worry. So I ended up getting that done without much of an issue. Now here, this was the second one. This was a little bit more difficult, but I did in fact use up less food because I was used to what I was, you know, I knew what was coming, so I didn't really struggle just as much, but it's not too bad. So I killed off this dude with melee. I just found it, you know, easier to do, or melee, sorry. People say I pronounce it really weird. I don't know, I've just been doing it for years, so sorry if it seems a little bit weird to you guys. So here we are, I managed to get myself that, and then this here was when I in fact died. And now if I zoom in on that chat view, you're going to see that I was in panic mode. Now it's a safe death in there, which is something you all need to know if you're going to be doing it for hardcore. You know, it is a safe death, but I didn't realise at the time. Had my one-click telly, so I was tellying out and nothing worked. And when I died, I literally picked up my mouse, went and threw it across the room in a rage, and so I spawned up. I was like, wait a sec, what have I done? Thought I'd glitched out the game or something, but not to worry. So this was the final boss, the one that I originally died against. This was me completing him. It turned out to not be too hard. The way I did it was I killed the dudes that he spawned up whilst protecting melee still from him, and it turned out to be pretty easy. You know, he didn't heal as much, and without them being there, they didn't really hit as much. So I got out pretty luckily, and then I decided, you know, just kill off these dudes while they're, you know, still attacking me. Just why not get some XP? And the XP is not bad at all. Like, look at those XP drops, they're pretty decent. So I was quite happy with it. I didn't mind just finishing them off quickly. So now that was this quest, and I actually did quite like this quest. It was a pretty cool one. I decided to, you know, spend a bit of time looking through the dialogues when I wasn't recording. But yeah, here we go, and that was that all done. I don't know why I actually showed this cutscene, but, you know, I did, because why not? So that got done, and yeah, I was definitely relieved. I think that is the word to use when I found out, you know, it was a safe death, because if I'd have died in this, especially at the start of it, I'd have been gutted. So there we go, quest complete. I managed to get myself a mining level, which I was really happy about, didn't really expect. And then I used this XP lamp in defense to get myself 85 defense as well. So there we go, 275k as well. It's a lot of XP. That I was quite surprised that that was the reward, but I'm not complaining at all. So I finished off that and decided to get on with some more quests, since I had a lot more to do than just that. So here we go. This was me doing Clock Tower. Now, doing this quest absolutely finished me. I was done after doing this. I could not spend any more time doing it. It just completely finished me off, because you could only carry one cog at a time, which I didn't realise. So I ended up going down and picking up, you know, all the cogs, then realising I couldn't actually do it. But I thought I'd pick them up, but they weren't in my inventory, and it just went to shit. I was really pissed off, and the worst thing was that quest doesn't do anything for you. I then went on to do Cold War, which is a quest that I like the storyline of, but I hate doing because I have done it so many times. So I finished that off as well, and I also did Call of the Ancestors, but I didn't show any footage for that. So after I'd done all of that, I decided to, you know, do my final quest, which was Deadliest Catch. Now, this was a cool quest. I did really enjoy this. It didn't take too long to do, and, you know, it was a little bit challenging, you know, finding the, I don't know how you pronounce it, the big fish thing you gotta catch at the end. I did enjoy this quest, and I remember when it came out, I also did enjoy it a lot. So I got that done, got myself some fishing XP, which didn't quite get me a level, but it did get myself a hunter level, which was, you know, it was a surprise, because I wasn't expecting that either. So that got me the level I needed to do Azure Chinchompers, but before I went on to those, I needed to do some farming, because it's only 65 at the moment, and that just is not high enough. So I went and planted some watermelon seeds, because I needed those to protect my trees that I was doing. I can't remember which ones it was now. I think it was pineapples. Yeah, it was. I needed to protect those, and I decided to plant some toadflaxes on the way as well, so that I can start making some Sara brews. So I went and planted all of these, watered all of them I had, but I've run out of seeds, so I didn't get to plant as many as I wanted, but not to worry. So while I was waiting for my stuff to go up, I just decided to do some wood cutting, got myself 83, and then went on to do some U-logs, which I should have probably done from the start, because I was waiting for that herb to do the final thing, and it finally finally grew. It was the longest 20 minutes I'd waited for that to grow. I was gutted, but I was happy when it was done, although for the most part I didn't get many herbs per plant. Like, there we go, 5. That was the case with all of them except for this final one, which went out pretty decently. But also I got 3 dead patches of watermelons, which was gutting. Just because, you know, I don't have that many seeds. I'm actually out of seeds now, so I was a little bit pissed off that I ran out of so many of them, but not to worry, I ended up getting enough watermelons to do the trees that I needed. So once I've harvested all of these, which for some reason I showed you guys the entire thing of, I went on, got the rest of them, and left with a decent amount of herbs and watermelons. So if I finish this anytime soon, Ben, this is the problem, right? A lot of people have noticed that I've been doing non-live recordings, just commentating over stuff, and I prefer doing it like that, but it's annoying when in my mind at the time I'm thinking, oh, I can talk about this over this, but it turns out that I actually, you know, I don't remember what I was thinking of talking about. So there we go, that is that patch done, and I cleared the dead herbs, which I was a little bit pissed off about. I could have done with planting a marigold or something, or whatever it is that protects those, just so they didn't die, because I'm not going to pay the farm to protect them if you can. I don't know if you can actually, but yes, so I did that, collected the compost from there to refill, and then I was pretty much done with that herb run. It was a little bit boring, not going to lie, but it had to be done. I got some Saraboos out of it, which is awesome, which I'm going to show you right now. Now, I don't know why I went here, because I thought it was going to be the, I forgot that the herb bonus XP stuff, the 20%, is only with combination potions, so I was like, oh, I'll come here and show everyone what I'm doing. But no, I decided to just get some herbs done, like pots done, so I made a load of Saraboos, which you can see there, and I made some super mage and super range ones. So I only got about 25k XP though, which isn't great, but I used all the resources that I had. So after that I decided I wanted to get on with some hunter, because that is one of the last skills we need to get up for Questscape. So here we go, you're going to see me get up to 69 right now. There we go. I was happy with that, and we're getting these Azure skill chompers, which I've not really tested out before, which I'm going to test out, see what the XP is like with them at a later date, but that got me 69, so that meant that we could do some Kevits or something, and I decided to go big Chin Chomper after that, because the XP from this place is good if you're on the ball, and you know, you get lucky with the butterflies that you find. So I actually did this twice. This is the first time I did it, and I managed to get myself, as you're going to see in just 1 second. This was me being an idiot, not realising, and then there we go. I got 1,042 points, I believe that says, which is awesome. I was glad of it. And then this is me here getting up to 70. So once I plant this, take this other one, you'll see that one's just caught, and I'm going to get myself up to 70, which was awesome. I was really hyped. I didn't think I'd do it today because I thought I had a busier day than I did today, but it turned out it wasn't too busy. So there we go, 70 out of 76 hunter. Now I'm trying to be more efficient with things, so I was trying to do it as quickly as possible with the best method possible, which was these at the time, and I believe I'm going to be doing these for a little while onwards. So after doing that, I didn't really know what else to do, but I decided to show you guys something which really did affect me, and it's regarding the Saradomin Whisper that I got a few episodes ago, and I may or may not have lost it. Now, don't ask me how, because I literally am clueless. But first off, I just went and put all my strange rocks in my bag, because I've got a lot of them now. I finished off that statue. I don't know how, but I only just finished it off the other day, so I decided, you know, get all the rocks collected together before I put them on the statue, so I know how many I've got. But yeah, the Saradomin Whisper is gone. Now, I had a bit of a scare, because I thought someone had hacked me. But then I realised, you know, first off, I've got Authenticator. Second of all, you know, I've still got my Shadow Die in the bank, and my Subgen stuff, the stuff that's more expensive than a Whisper. But here you go, I'm searching Saradomin Whisper here, and nothing's coming up. You know, nothing I type in comes up, so I don't know what has happened at all. Like, it is a complete mystery to me. I haven't died with it, because I'm still hardcore, I don't have my other life. And if I died, I'd have told you guys about it, and you'd have known, because I'd have absolutely flipped shit. But I haven't died with it or anything like that, so I was a little bit gutted, but not to worry. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Okay, so, one thing I didn't really explain, wait a second, let me just go to miscellaneous since I need to go there anyway, is that I actually got about 20 levels now since the last video, and I didn't actually, you know, explain how I got them, what they were. So, I managed to get up 3 attack levels from the Fally event,